in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. That'll be complete to Cook. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That is definitely what we call our defensive play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Malcolm Jenkins on
Brandon,
the tackle.
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
18-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Line. A gain of
2nd and 5.
Up 2nd
no
and
score
5.
after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
the 16. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Breeze.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Saints.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
New Orleans.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore
on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Nice shot. Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
What you got?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Breeze now. And he coughed it up, and the Ravens have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Caught right side at Snead. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
4th down, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he's got Snead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The toss right. This is Ingram. He spins free. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He steps out of
Partner,
bounds.
so much for situational football, because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
They'll roll him out right.
They're running it.
And this one's incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. On the move to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The tackle by
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when to try something from the 15 on BAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to Traquan
First
Smith.
time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And again, it's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
34-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Dobbins, the ball
it's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The first throw for the backup Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So that one will be accepted. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. One last throw here for Hill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Today's final score, Ravens 13.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
You can't catch me.